Hello, yes, this is my little helper for the day. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make pizza dough the quick and easy way. This is actually going to be a two-part video. Part one, we'll show you how to make the pizza dough. Part two, we'll show you how to cook it in the Ooni oven, outdoor oven. We're going to use charcoal for that. I already have all of the ingredients measured out here, but the recipe will be in the comments and the description below. So please check that out. In this case, we are using instant yeast. And this, if you're using warm water, this will take about 2 to 3 hours to rise. You just make sure it's not too hot. If it's too hot, you'll kill the yeast. But you can also do this the night before. Just use regular yeast, throw it in the refrigerator, cover like so, and then you'll be ready for the next day. All right, well, let's dive in.
Dive in the water.
We got to put the water in there? That's right. Okay, so first step, 1 1/3 cup of water. Dump that into your mixing bowl. Okay, and this is the smaller KitchenAid mixer. If you have the larger one, you can just double this recipe and that'll be fine. Okay, next thing we want to do is put our yeast, which is 2 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. There we go. Next is a tablespoon of sugar. And then last is 1 teaspoon of salt. Get that in there, sweetheart. Give it a shake, give it a shake. The next thing we want to do is 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna do this one. This gives good flavor to the pizza dough.
So good.
So good, that's right. All right, so we have all of our ingredients in there. Let's give it a little mix.
I mixed it.
You just want to mix it up until it becomes a consistent liquid in there. Now last, we need to put our flour in. Sage, can you help me with that, please? Give it a big dump. This is 3 1/2 cups of flour.
So good.
So good. Okay, and now we are ready to mix.
I gotta mix it up.
All right, you tell them.
Mix.
So this, you want to put it on the lowest setting possible. And let it mix for 2-3 minutes or until you can tell your machine is starting to struggle. Okay, now you can hear the machine is starting to struggle, but that piece of dough is pretty solid. I think we're ready to turn this off. Okay, now we're gonna pull it out, and here's our dough. We'll pull it off the dough hook. So first thing, put a little bit of flour. That's kind of a lot of flour. We'll put a little bit of that back. Put a little bit over there. Okay, so we got our dough here. We just want to do this. Fold it over, push it down. And actually, if you're really good, you can just, with your hands, and fold it over, squeeze it together.
That's too much flour.
That was a little too much flour. Okay, if it's too sticky, just put some more flour on it like so. Keep rolling it over. Okay, so I have this on ounces. As I said, this is gonna make about 3 10-inch pizzas for your Ooni oven. So we have 32 1/2 ounces, and it's usually very consistent every time I make this recipe. So I'm going to divide this up to into about 11-ounce chunks here. We'll see where we're at there. So this one we're at 7 1/2. 10.5, that's good for that one. I take a little bit of this dough, we're at 8 1/2.
I can eat some too.
We're gonna eat it in a minute. So now we have our 3 pizzas. Obviously this does not look great. We don't want them to rise like that. You wanna take each of your 3 pizzas and kind of do this hand motion right here. Fold with one, fold it over.
Well, I fold this one.
Yep, you do that one. Then we have our pan here that we have lightly oiled in the bottom with some avocado oil spray. And we're gonna let that rise in there.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay, can you put the last one in there? Okay, there we go, that's our last one. And then I like to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top just so these things don't stick to each other too much when we let them rise. Okay, so now that we have our dough in here, we are going to cover it with some clear saran wrap.
I'm so tired.
Or
I'm tired.
and then we're just gonna let it chill in the refrigerator until you're ready to to pound these out and make some pizza.
Right now.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is part 1, how to make the pizza dough. Please stand by for part 2, how to cook in the Ooni oven. We're gonna cook that in about 4 hours, okay? All right, well, thank you for watching. Over and out.